All right, hey everyone, Jeff here at stopthepirates.blogspot.com. It's Sunday, the 14th of October, 2018. Let's talk about bills you get in the mail. Any contracts, any company or corporation you've contracted with using your Social Security number and your all caps name. What they're doing is send you a statement. It's not a bill. And I know I've talked about this before, but it's something that needs to be talked about, I think. So we all need to know what's going on. The explanation is proposing a much needed paradigm shift in our mind regarding the bills we receive in the mail from corporations, including the United States Corporation. If everything commercial is a trust since 1933, because lawful money was taken out of circulation, then a bill cannot be a bill. You can't discharge a debt with another debt. You understand what I mean? It's just kind of common sense. We don't think of it that way because we've been conditioned in the public school system. They cannot be charging anyone for anything since they know we have no money to pay for anything with. Checks and all liability currency are promises to pay. Promise to pay what? Promise to pay, promise to pay. And essentially are a dishonor because payment is delayed. However, in commerce, this mistake can be forgiven. So then what is a bill? Logically, it must be a request for us to authorize the release of assets held in a trust by the trustee as the payment. Asset credit, liability debit equals zero. It's all just accounting ledger adjustments. And the key is to keep it at zero. And you're the paymaster. And you create the money with your signature. This payment by equitable title transfer results in the extinguishment of debt or discharge of debt. Notice that the amount on the bill is a positive number. It's a credit. It does not have parentheses around it or a minus sign in front of it, which commonly indicates a negative number. This positive number represents an asset, just like on a bank statement if you're getting from your bank. It's a positive number. You have $100 in the bank. When they send you one of these statements, it's a positive number as well. So it's a statement in your account. They're trying to double dip. This positive number represents an asset that will offset a liability held by the corporation for a commercial transaction. They just need our authorization, endorsement on the back of the bill to get ownership of that asset amount so that they can then apply it to discharge the liability on their books for that same amount. We have the equitable title to that amount. When we endorse the back of a bill, then the legal and equitable titles to the asset and the credit are now vested in one piece of paper. And when that endorsed instrument is returned to the party that sent it, then the party is now the holder in due course of the legal and equitable titles to both the asset and the liability amounts for the account and must then extinguish the debt by operation of law. The corporation is already holding both legal and equitable titles to the liability. They're also holding the legal title to the asset as implied by them sending you the bill. The United States Corporation and all subcorporations hold legal title to all assets since 1933 and are trustees or agents thereof, per the purpose and intent of House Joint Resolution 192, June 5th, 1933 trust, codified in 31 U.S.C. 5118. The only thing they are missing is the equitable title to the asset so that they can finally do the discharge to balance the books and extinguish the debt. They have to charge debit, debt, amount. They just need to the discharge credit asset amount to balance the books to zero. So having both of the titles for the asset credit amount now allows them to use the asset credit amount to perform their duty as trustee to extinguish, discharge the liability debit, which is the debt amount by operation of law. The trust laws that are invoked when the legal and equitable titles are merged. So the bill is not a bill. It is an asset credit voucher containing the credit amount that you must release to the trustee or agent thereof by endorsing the back of the bill and returning it, or doing a accepted for value. either way, you can find all this information at stopthepirates.blogspot.com and how to discharge these debts. This is the duty of the beneficiaries or agents thereof, and we've been failing to perform these duties. So we're not doing it correctly. And go to stopthepirates.blogspot.com. Thanks. Have a great day.